Hi guys, I was just thinking about this the other day and I thought it would be interesting to share with you our curly hair journey. Both of my sons more or less have curly hair. So my first son, oh my god, I should have done this when they were napping. My first son has really tight ringlets, but the texture of his hair is the same as mine. It's thick, but it's not coarse. It's not wiry or kinky. It's just tight ringlets. Sorry. So my younger son, his hair is really weird. On the top of his head, he has what I would call my hair. He has more like a tight wave when it's wet or when it dries just the right way. His hair on top does curl. And then the back of his hair, like if you think of this in terms of like a mullet, the back of his hair and the sides come down in tight ringlets similar to my older son. So I will just start with what we started with. We have used for like 3 years. So for 3 years we've pretty much used this. This is Suave Kids conditioner. This is literally the only conditioner that I could find that was tear-free. So see here it says tear-free. Because my older son is a big baby and like he does not cooperate when we're washing his hair. He won't tip his head up. He won't hold a dry towel to his eyes. Basically what I'm trying to say is no matter what we did, he would get the shampoo or conditioner in his eyes and then scream and cry, obviously, you know, like bloody murder. So this is what I got so that if it got in his eyes, it wouldn't burn as badly. And this is literally the only one that I could find. And I've Googled, and yeah, this is the only one. This is super duper cheap. I seriously think this is like $1.50 or $2. And I hate this stuff. It stinks. I hate the fragrance of it. But you know, what was I gonna do? And I should also back up and say that when his hair got started to get really, really curly when he was about 18 months old, and once it was at that length where his curls were really coming out, that was when we stopped shampooing his hair. We do not shampoo his hair because curls are naturally very dry. So we do what is called co-washing. We wash with conditioner. So I put the conditioner in his hair. I really, really well. I mean, it takes a long time. His hair is about, well, I guess at this point it's almost down to his butt. But it probably takes me 10 minutes massaging conditioner into his scalp, and then I brush it with the conditioner in, and then I rinse it out. So that's all the washing that his hair gets. I do not put shampoo or soap in his hair because he would be a frizzy mess. So along with co-washing with the Suave Kids tear-free conditioner, we also used this in between conditions. It's the Suave Kids Detangler spray. I used this for a long time until I was doing some looking around the internet, and I realized that I really could just put some of this in a spray bottle, super watered down, and spray his hair with that, and it would have the same effect, more or less. So I don't buy this anymore. I don't mind the scent of this one. It has a really nice green apple scent. That's super cheap too. And then we use this after washes, and by washing I am meaning co-washing. This Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Intensely Smooth Leave-In Conditioning Cream. I use a lot of this. This is not expensive stuff either. I use probably, I don't know, maybe a $50 amount in my palm for my older son, who I said his hair is almost down to his butt now when it's actually straightened out. That was all working really well for me, or well, I guess it was working okay for me for a few years. But as my older son's hair got longer, I felt that the curls were starting to fall, If you have curly hair or you have a curly haired child, you probably know what I'm talking about. The length of it weighs down, and the product that you use in it, especially if it contains silicone, starts to weigh down. So at the scalp, the hair will start to straighten or flatten. And the ringlets only come once it drops off the side of the head. And after it's been slept on, nap time or whatever, or even pressing against the back of the car seat, in the back, it is flat. And that is just not really working for me, because then I have to fix his hair. I mean, we're talking about I'm fixing his hair 2 or 3 times a day. I don't have time for that. I don't spend that much time on my hair, whatever. So I then tried this Herbal Essences Moroccan Miracle Serum. This is more like an oil. I was looking for something that was like an argan oil, but I could not find anything. I think I was at my H-E-B when I found this, that's why. So I tried that, and while I like it for me, it doesn't work for my boys. After that point, I did more research into the curly girl method, which you can Google, or I will link down below. So then I had talked to some of my friends from my mom groups online that also had biracial children. Many of them obviously with curly hair. And this was recommended to me, this brand, Mixed Chicks, and this is the kids conditioner. I picked up the kids conditioner because I thought if it says kids, it has to be tear-free, right? Because we talked about my older son's inability to not get junk in his eyes. It's not. We used this 2 or 3 times, and it was a disaster. As far as how his hair reacted to it, I did not feel like it was any different than how he was with the super cheap Suave kids stuff. But like I said, we only used it 2 or 3 times. So anyway, I'm pretty sure that this is Curly Girl approved, but I'm not, don't quote me on that. We may go back and try this now that I have a new routine down for doing my son's hair, where he doesn't get everything in his eyes. We may try this again, but I don't foresee us ever using this on a regular basis. I don't know if you can see. This is 8 ounces. I found it in kind of like the ethnic section of my Target. I'm pretty sure it was Target, like the ethnic hair care section. But this bottle, 8 ounces, was $13. So that's just not going to be like a good long-term solution for us, no matter how well it works. So what I finally ended up doing, I got really fed up with my lack of options and my lack of knowledge of how to really care for my sons, both of them, their curly hair. So I ended up stumbling upon the Curly Girl method, which I will link below. There's a Facebook group for it, so I don't know what I'll be able to link you, but I will try to find something that I can link you that talks about it. These 2 products are both Curly Girl approved, which is basically, the main thing is to be silicone free. So these products are the Tresemme Expert Collection Perfectly Undone. Like I said, we're still co-washing, but I wanted to purchase the shampoo too. I'm a little bit worried about buildup from the super cheap Suave Kids products, so I was really worried about buildup, so I purchased the shampoo and shampooed both of them once, just to maybe hopefully give them a little bit of a clean slate, and I'll continue to use this for me. I'm not picky. And this is the conditioner, which so far I really, really love. I don't know if I'm the only person that is particular about this, but I really hate conditioners that are really watery and thin. This one is a super, super thick conditioner, which I did not expect for what I consider a very cheap brand. These bottles are 25 ounces each, and they were each a little under $5. I found them at Walmart. So far this is going really well. My son's hair, especially my older, who has really long hair and the super tight curls, the super tight ringlets. So far, I have noticed that his hair is once again curling from the root. And it's lasting through naps, even through an all-night sleep. My older son sleeps anywhere from 8 to 11 hours overnight. And he's waking up, and of course, he's a toddler, well, he's a preschooler, and he sleeps kind of rough. So he wakes up and it's tangly and it's not perfect anymore, but it's also not flat anymore. He was waking up where sections of his hair had been flattened, and I would have to spray, I'd have to wet it and put in some leave-in conditioner or some Detangler to revive the curls, to plump them back up. I'm not having to do that anymore. It looks really good even after. At this point, it's been, today, it's been maybe like 30 hours since we last co-washed his hair. And he looks as good as he would have before 3 or 4 hours after his bath. The other product that I recently started using just a few days ago is this Cantu Shea Butter for Natural Hair Coconut Curling Cream. This also is no sulfates, no sulfates, silicones, parabens, or mineral oil. This I also found I found this in the ethnic hair care section of my Walmart. And this is a super thick leave-in conditioner type of styling cream. You can see how slowly it's moving there. It smells extremely strongly of coconut, which I find kind of hilarious for my half islander boys. But this is working out really well. I want to say that this tub was also $5, so it's not at all expensive. It has kind of the consistency of, it reminds me of body butter from, is it Bath and Body Works or is it the Body Shop? One of those has body butter. But that's what the consistency reminds me of. This is 12 ounces, so that was a super good price, and a little bit goes a long way. I'm definitely using a lot less of this than, boys, don't fight. I'm using a lot less of that than I was of the Garnier Fructis. And this is also a Curly Girls approved. I don't even know if I said that. I had to stop myself so many times. This is Curly Girls approved. So far I'm using these 3 products in conjunction, and it's going really well. I'm much happier now that I've found this method. The main thing for me right now is to avoid products that are going to be detrimental to their hair. Like I said, they will probably not ever be shampooed again. We co-wash. Their hair is trained to co-wash. They never ever suffer from oily scalps or greasy hair, because like I said, curls are very, very dry hair type. I think I can say that as a generality. I think that that's just how it is. That's true for my boys anyway, and for most of the people that I've talked to with curly-haired kids. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this information. I feel like it's not super widely dispersed, and it makes me really sad to see kids that, once they get into their preteens or their teen years, that hate their hair and they want to flat iron it every day, or they even want to have it like permanently straightened, chemically straightened, because the information is not out there about how to properly care for this hair type, or it's out there, but it's hard to find. And I love my son's curls, and so many people, even my friends who have curly hair or who also had curly-haired kids, just encouraging me to, because I have boys, to cut their hair off, and that's not a solution for me. Anyway, I will stop rambling. This is our very first curly hair care update. Have a good week, you too. Bye-bye.